Hello fellow Megatennants and welcome to Fusion Accidents. Studio Zero was a new studio announced in late 2016. Atlus's juggernauts behind the popular Persona 3, 4, and 5 were heading to this new studio, including many other heavy hitters from Atlus's history. They also announced a new project shortly thereafter, Project RE Fantasy. This also coincided with the big push for Atlus to become a much larger company, with many hiring campaigns going on from that time forward. That brings us to today's topic of discussion. Is Project RE Fantasy coming to the Switch? And are we announcing the projects a little too early? A couple days ago, Silicon Era published an article talking about the mysterious job listing on the Studio Zero website. Sidebar, the website's URL is rpg.jp, so good job with that URL, guys. Solid. Anyway, this listing asked for some interesting requirements, highlighted by eager Reset Era and Silicon Era peeps to work with high-end gaming consoles, software that operates on portable game consoles, and then, well, in order to give us that wow, this could be the Switch edge, they cut off the rest of the requirements, which actually are experience with Maya, 3ds Max, plugins, exporter creation experience, game development experience using Unreal Engine 4 and Unity, socket programming experience, and iOS/Android game development experience. Wow, this impressed people into potentially thinking everything in the kitchen sink would be coming to the Switch now, because when I think of high-end gaming consoles, I definitely think of the Nintendo Switch. This was aided by the fact that Project Fantasy didn't have a console attached to the game. It was just assumed that maybe it was going to be PS4, but that ship may be sailing with the PS5 on its way. Partial or complete backwards compatibility aside. So, all that being said, what does the listing mean? Well, nothing. The listing has been on the site for as late as 2017, among other listings obviously. When you take off your Nintendo Switch goggles, you can see that, well, some of this stuff could very well apply to Catherine Full Body's release, both since it came to an actual high-quality console, the PS4, and a handheld, the Vita, as well as being ported to the Switch. The iOS/Android game experience may be attributed to, I don't know, Persona OA, which is co-developed by Atlus with Natsumi Atari. That's a stretch, and it doesn't really mean anything. In the end, since it and many other listings are still on the website, it's clear to me that this listing and the others aren't for a specific game, but rather for the company in general. Atlus has been hiring actively for years now, growing nearly 300% since its initial 100 or so staff in 2015. Lest we forget that Atlus is currently hiring for a new game director, a new producer, programmer, designers, PR, game planner, writers, and etc., which is basically enough for a whole nother studio. So, in short, don't get your hopes up. Did they announce this project too soon though? Depends on what you think too soon is. To me, the idea of announcing something doesn't necessarily mean that it's coming soon, and I think that with the West, we have a tendency to not be patient and to want almost too much information. Like I did with my RE Project Fantasy video. If you actually watch that, there's not a whole lot out there in terms of specifics for the project, but there's enough out there to know that we have a pretty solid project that they are working hard on. Same thing goes for Shin Megami Tensei 5. Yes, this video came before the Shin Megami Tensei 5 video. That should be up soon. Anyways, that's it. Goodbye, fellow Megatennants.